Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm going to be putting transmission fluid in the trans so I can start up the car again. Maybe in this video, because as you know, it had no trans fluid on the first startup. So, it's not good because they put shaft is spinning and it's still spinning some things in the trans. Got the LS sitting in there and whatnot. And before I start, I just wanted to go over some facts, I guess. Just really quickly, if you don't care, you can skip. But a lot of people are misinformed about the LS engine and why I chose it and stuff. A lot of people are like, oh, purist people are like, that's not a BMW engine. Why are you putting an American Chevy engine in a BMW? Doesn't really matter. I don't care if the engine's from Australia, Japan, I don't give a shit. If it works and it's functional and it's reliable and it's cheap, it's a really good platform, so that's why I chose it. A lot of people think it's heavier than whatever other engine I could have put in there. It's actually lighter. It's lighter than an S65 because pushrod engines are lighter than dual overhead cam V8s. It's lighter than the S54 M3 engine that I took out of there because it is an aluminum block and aluminum heads. The S54, I believe, was an iron block. I think the heads are aluminum, but not sure. But believe it or not, that straight six was about 20 to 40 pounds heavier than that LS. But then again, also the S54 had other accessories on it, like the compressor for the air conditioning and such, that this does not have. This just has the essentials of an alternator, a water pump, and a power steering pump, and that's it. Another thing is, people think that this is too big, I guess, for this car, but this actually sits insanely low. You can see that's the intake manifold. And the thing with the pushrod is all the weight is at the bottom because the heads don't really weigh that much, and all the rotating crank assembly is in the dead center of the motor, and it's all the way at the bottom, which means all the weight is as far as to the bottom and as pushed back as it can be. I plan for this car to be about 2,700 pounds, all said and done with everything running and driving, which is about as light as you can get any 46. Pure GT 46s. I think the lightest there's ever been is 2,600, 2,650. So all the weight's really gone, and that part is kind of done. So there's not much else that you can do, but really light chassis, really good low center of gravity, and all of the weight moved as low as possible and as far back, therefore giving it a really good low center of gravity. And last thing before I start is, I mentioned already that this isn't really a GTR replica anymore. As I've mentioned already many times, but people still ask, so one more time, I'm not keeping the Need for Speed livery. I will be repainting it all black soonish. Not really concerned right now. Right now my concern is just to make this run and drive and get a lot of things dialed in. So the exterior I won't really care about much for the next upcoming month and a half. But it's not going to be a Need for Speed replica anymore, nor is it going to be a GTR replica. It's just a wide body E46 M3 track car that's going to be really fast and kick ass, and yeah. Normally you got to lay down there and basically get a pump to screw on, but instead I kind of made this plastic funnel for $6 and it just goes down and it goes into the trans. It goes to here, which is going to go in that hole right there. Hey, what's up guys? So next day now, sort of, as you can see, got haircut because it helps with riding the bike. But I'm just gonna go ahead and oh yeah, by the way, that day that I was working on the car, we just kind of stopped, and Rachel did a lot of this, but she helped me clean the garage up absolutely clean now. As you can see, I threw the doors on, I threw the hood on the roof, bumper, the front bumper, but yeah, it's really clean now. Because obviously that helps with productivity. Because it's a lot nicer to work in this than it is with a bunch of crap everywhere. So I'm going to throw those lower control arms on, which I've been saying I was going to do for years now. The problem I'm running into is that piece right there. It's just offlined a little bit, and the reason for that is because it's hitting the header. So I basically have to kind of take this off and go with a hammer at the header to try to get this on. So I don't know how else. And then once that's on, that's literally all I have to do. Then I can slap the coilovers on. And yeah. Damn, Daniel. I love that bike so much. It's so good to me. Besides the stupid fuel pump issues I've had. But I figured it out. It's so fun riding. I'm actually riding to Tucson to Mount Lemmon this Sunday morning. But I do get very sweaty riding home from work because it's like 110 degrees here every day. What are we doing, Rachel?
Dying.
Yeah.
Sweat. Heat.
What are you doing right now?
Trying to do this, but it's not working.
So I got the coilovers on. As you can see, they look really, really nice from this angle. Yeah, they're awesome because they're flip springs. And that's the absolute highest height setting right now that it's on. And so are the fronts, because these are like super lows. So even at the highest setting, they're still way lower than most cars. So yeah, so the suspension's on, the lower control arms are bolted on. The nice power steering puddle under there. I'm gonna put the rest of it together because I'm selling this car tomorrow. I'll make a video about why I'm selling it, and tomorrow, as it happens, tomorrow. That'll be up probably tomorrow. So yeah.
This is mine.
What is it?
For the alternator.
Oh yeah. So right now I'm just gonna focus on putting on the hood. Guy who's buying it is actually bringing his own wheels because you know I don't have any wheels. And then he's getting all the other crap that goes along with this car. And like I said, don't ask too many questions right now, or ask, I don't know. But either way, I will make a video tomorrow as he picks it up, and I will explain why I'm selling it, which I probably don't even have a good enough reason myself, but I'll explain. So, the hood's back on, at least. And I just collected some stuff from the inside of it, gathering around all the parts I have for it that still have to go on, or just spare parts. Like the catch can, the overflow thing, the coolant hose, extra fuel pump. Also have the Momo steering wheel all over there. Of course, I'm keeping the Need for Speed plate and my New Jersey Need for Speed plate, but other than that, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna miss this car, although I don't really form like an emotional bond to cars because I think they're just machines, if that makes sense. Like, they make me happy, but I wouldn't say that like I form an emotional bond. Like, it's not a person. I can't replace like my dog. It's not a living creature. But I'm gonna save the talk and edit this video up to put tonight, and tomorrow morning, bright and early, like 8 a.m. he's gonna be here. And I'm actually looking at another car tomorrow. Not sure if I'm gonna get it or not, but I have a few things in mind. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't unsubscribe, or unsubscribe. Either way, see you tomorrow.